Let love explode and bring the dead to life. A love so bold to see a revolution somehow. Let love explode and bring the dead to life. A love so bold to see a revolution somehow. And now I'm lost in your freedom. In this world I'll over.
There, I'm Kim, and we're going to help you circle back to God. As you can tell, Melissa here has no voice, so this is going to be a very interesting video. She does have a whiteboard she's going to have so much fun with. I hope you enjoy it. Today's video is going to be on bullying. I'm going to pray for, the people that are bullies, the people that are victims of bullying, the people that have overcome bullying, like myself, and most likely Melissa, because it is everywhere. I think, 90% of people either are bullied or get bullied. Yeah, so let's pray. Lord, thank you once again for allowing us to do this. Even though Melissa is mute, you will sure give her voice back to her when it's your time. Lord, I pray for the bullies out there. Give them a softer heart, realize what they do can be traumatic. I pray for the victims of bullying and help them get past it, help them know that it won't be a long-term thing for most people. Give them love, give them comfort, give the families comfort and love. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. It's going to be a little quieter since I'm She says, isn't it true that some bullies are from abusive homes? Yes, it is. It is so true that bullies are from abusive homes. And the funny thing is I have it in these cards, but it is true too that a lot of bullies are actually victims of bullying as well. So let me start off. The definition for bully is, let's see. I can't talk today. She's stealing my voice. Don't do that. Okay. Use superior strength or influence to intimidate someone, typically to force him or her to do what one wants. Let's see. And if you're listening just to the audio of this, I suggest going and watching the video because, like I said, she has no voice. She's going to be showing some words on her whiteboard. She might even doodle a cool picture, whatever her heart entails. So we just want to inform you on bullying. So I'll be probably losing my voice, so yay. The different types of bullying are physical, verbal, relational, reactive, and assault of a victim, and assault of a victim's property. There are also different types of hazing, which are cursing or yelling, compelling victims to eat disgusting things. Ew. I never went to college where I had to worry about that, but that's what hazing is basically. Beating, whipping, branding, tying up or gagging victims, requiring victims to perform sexual acts, or forced binge drinking. I never went to college to, I rephrase that. I went to college, but I never stayed in a dorm. This does mostly happen in dorms. It can also happen in workplaces too when you want to initiate somebody new. Now I got a question, Melissa. Do you want me to... Sorority. Thank you. Sororities do that. Question, did you want me to continue reading the cards while you write, or do you want me to pause while you're writing? We should have discussed this ahead of time. It's something new we're working on. She's got asthma, and with the allergies in the season, it makes her voice go in and out, so I'm surprised mine doesn't go when I give demands to my kids. Do this, do this, do this. Yeah, stump the mute person. No, I'm stumpy. Oh. I'm fluffy. Okay, the difference between bullying and hazing is that bullying is more of an unwanted act from another person. Hazing is where it is most of an not interrogation, what's that word? Oh my gosh. And you can't tell me because you have no voice. Right here.
Initiation.
Initiation. You hear her raspy voice. She's been screaming at neighbors. I don't know why she has no voice. Okay. Hazing is where it is more of an initiation, that's a hard word for me to say, of the victims into a group. Physical bullying consists of hitting, kicking, pinching, or pushing. Verbal bullying consists of words to harm others with name calling. Oh, you're such a brat. She called me fluffy. Insults, making sexual or bigoted comments, harsh teasing, which I've been through, taunting, mimicking, which I've been through, or verbal threats. This one can be done online as well. Then it would be considered cyberbullying, which is a big thing right now with everybody being online, especially when there's no school open and everybody's, online doing their stuff now. I actually watch my kids very closely online. I'm pretty sure my son was part of bullying with his friends. It's sad. It really is. It made him cry. And he's 12, and I feel bad for him. But he's gotten over it, and which is awesome. He actually said, I'm done with this. I don't need this no more, and stuck up for himself. Yep. See? I'm losing my voice because of you. Hold on one sec, guys. Relational bullying focuses on excluding someone from a peer group, usually through verbal threats, spreading rumors, and other forms of intimidation. This is like where if somebody wants to join a social group, but they say, you can't do that. Don't let her join. She sleeps around with all the boys. Don't let her join because she doesn't shower. That's not fun either, Reactive bullying involves the bully responding to being a former victim by picking on others. So basically, I was bullied in school, all of high school. It would be like me ending up being a bully to somebody else, and I don't do that. I think I've been so traumatized by bullying that I don't want anybody else to go through that. So. But I think they feel that they would belong if they joined them. The saying, if you can't beat them, join them. The assault on a victim's property can include damage or stealing. So if you're, from a group and one thing I know from movies I see with bullies too is they take backpacks and throw them, or they smack down the books, and so that would include that. So bullying is not fun. Brings back so many memories. She's gonna write something out for you guys, unless you just want to hold up the card. Yeah, having no voice can really suck, especially with us too, because we like to gabber, gabber, gabber. But I think we're making it work for you guys, you know, so she can still be in the video. She's feeling fine. She just has no voice. Yeah. And she's making this one thing really nice for you guys, so just be patient with us. Okay, there you go. Like I said, you're going to want to tune in to see the video because a lot of things, you know, are written down today. Thanks, Melissa, for the introduction. Okay, so here's my book, Friends Like Me, and this is available. If you guys want a copy, just let me know and I can get it sent out to you. They're $15 a piece. Okay. So, Friends Like Me, written by Kimberly Combs, illustrated by my sister, Jessica Murphy, which she is awesome, isn't she? Okay. My wheels go round and round. My poles go up and down. You touched me. She touched me. Okay. I don't have a bike or a pogo stick. What I have is a pretty cool trick. If you hang around, I will tell you what my secret might be. You will have to be patient. Then you will see. My sister's very talented. She does all kinds of artwork if you guys ever want anything done by her. Some call me weird, some call me cool. I hope you call me a friend when you see me at school. My wheels move my chair, and my poles help me walk around. These poles are called crutches. They keep me from falling to the ground. I used to read this all the time, and oh my gosh, I had so much fun reading it with kids. I actually dressed up as Cinderella once, and it was a Halloween thing. It was really cool. I hope you will see what my life is all about. Of course, I can be anyone's friend without a doubt. I can't climb stairs like you. I climb with my hands. It's something new. And this is exactly what I did when I was a kid. Now I can go on my feet and, you know, I don't have to worry about doing it on my hands. I do scoot with my butt now and then. When I have something in my hands, I'll scoot down on my, you know, butt. But I am brave. I try things too. I really like going to the park or the zoo. And I go with my kids all the time. They love it. I can't walk straight or fast. Sometimes I need help. And sometimes I come in last. Though I walk at my own pace, I always have a big smile on my pretty face. Melissa can vouch for that. Nothing gets me down, except for maybe somebody pushing me around. There might be limits for me, and you might do things a different way. I just learned how to play kickball. That made my day. And I actually learned how to play kickball when I was younger. I did it a different way with my crutches. Oh, so much fun. Of course, I cheated a lot, but shh, don't tell anyone. I trade in the crutches for the wheels when I have to walk a long ways, like at a park, the zoo, or a cornfield maze. Yeah, my wheelchair's pretty fun, especially when you have a crazy daughter trying to push you around and knocking you into walls. I have a disability, but I am normal in my own way. I can read, write, and be the lead in a play. And this is so true, too, because I wasn't the lead, but I did play in Peter Pan. I was one of the side pirates. I I have what is called cerebral palsy, and that's a fact. Sometimes I wonder how others will react. Oh, I almost forgot to show that one because Melissa distracted me by... There you go. Yeah. I am a nice person. You can call me a friend. A girl with CP, I can also play pretend, which I do with my kids so much now. You might laugh a little, you might laugh a lot, but just remember, I'm not a robot. Even though it is hard, I do not cry, because I promised myself I would keep my eyes dry. And there's some days I still feel frustrated from things I want to do, but I can't do, so I just say, it's okay, you'll overcome it. I will roll away with a smile. I am a happy person with a different style. I wrote this book to build people up that have disabilities, but also for people that do like to tease and to show them that, you know, I am okay with just being me, inside and out. I love to dance and shout. And I was dancing with my baby this morning. He was having so much fun. Just remember, you could help people in need. You are a kind person. You can do a good deed. Smile and wave when you see me on the playground. Just wait until you see me on the monkey bars swinging upside down. And remember, this is a story about me. These are things I've actually done. That was one of my favorite activities back in 5th grade. I had the strongest arms. I could pull myself right up. When you see me, don't be shy. Please come over and say hi. I will see you around when I'm cruising through the halls, or maybe I will see you while I'm popping wheelies around the mall. That was fun too. A lot of people in high school would want to borrow my wheelchair and do wheelies. That was kind of popular in that sense. If you have questions, go ahead and ask. I can see the look on your face. You're not wearing a funny mask. Yes, I would rather have people ask me questions than stare. Staring makes me very uncomfortable. The moon is about to come up. Not really, it's midday. The moon is about to come up. I should say goodbye. But don't worry, I will see you tomorrow when the sun is high in the sky. And like I said, my sister did a great job. She's getting so much better at doing people. Then we will play, and we will make it a good day. The end. And then Melissa. Yeah, exactly how I feel too. My sentiments exactly. And if you want a copy of that book, just send me an email. I will get one ordered for you. You can give me your address. I'll send it out to you. $15. That's how much the book is. Spread awareness for, disabilities and stuff. So, okay, so here's some of the signs that children are being bullied. Let's see. Missing belongings. So if they come home and you notice that there's stuff missing. Unexplained injuries and a limited number of friends. The limited number of friends, I wouldn't worry about too much on that because sometimes you want closer friends than having a bunch of friends. So, some symptoms of victims include headaches, stomach aches, changes in appetite, bedwetting, dizziness, and general aches and pains. I used to get headaches a lot, and stomach aches too. I actually was out of school for about a month because I couldn't leave my bed. I was actually bedbound because the doctor didn't know what was going on. I had to have a tube down my throat. They found a whole bunch of ulcers down there. So the stomach thing is real. It is painful. Psychological symptoms often include irritability, anxiety, sadness, trouble sleeping, frequent nightmares, tiredness in the morning, loneliness, helplessness, and feeling isolated. I did have a lot of those as growing up too. Not so much the nightmares, but the sadness, the anxiety, what else? Helplessness, sometimes loneliness, not too much. I had really good friends that would help, get me out of the whole, thing. And I didn't really feel isolated too much because I had close friends. The ones that don't have close friends are the ones I worry about the most. Behavioral symptoms are avoiding social situations, getting to school late, taking off more days, skipping school without telling parents, or even trying to retaliate against their tormentors. Their grades may decline and they may become self-destructive. For example, run away from home, hurting themselves, or contemplating suicide. We're going to do a video later on suicide rates and stuff, and I was talking with my husband this morning on how the suicides might have went up since the past because of one thing that is really interesting. Back in the day, we didn't have participation trophies. We had winner, we had loser, we had first, second, and third place. And then, whatever. Now we have participation trophies, and I think what happens is when they grow up, they realize, oh, I can't win at this. I think that's a downfall. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying they shouldn't get anything for participating, maybe a certificate, so that way they can show their high school or their college that they did do this sport, or they did do this. Have something to show that they did do something, but don't have a celebration over it, I have a lot of things from when I was in grade school. It says participation, not precipitation. I hope it doesn't rain. Teens who bully are at greater risk for engaging in bad behaviors, including vandalism, as well as violence inside and outside of school, just like we mentioned in our last video with the teen violence. They are also at risk of substance abuse and dropping out of school. Poor kids. My daughter wants to drop out of school because she does not like school. But I'm like, you got 2 more years. Just graduate and we'll figure out what your future will hold after that. Just graduate. People who are bullied as children are at risk for having less of a supportive social network during adulthood. And I just mentioned that they don't feel right out in the world. They feel, weird. They don't.
Isolated.
Exactly. And I was like that for a little while until I found Melissa. I got into Hopevale, and I just started blooming within the last year. Even though with COVID going on, I have blossomed. 2 years ago, if you met me, you would have been, wow. What, I'm a whole different person. People need a close network of friends. Victims of Victims of hazing are at risk for physical or emotional problems, sleep problems, a decline in academic success, impaired relationships, a loss of respect for the group that hazed them, and a loss of trust in other group members. If you ever watched SVU, there was a few on there that hazing went wrong. Like broomsticks up the, area. And it's just, if my kids ever do go to college, I will hope they don't get into a sorority because they're all just party animals anyway. And I want them to get an education if they go. Partying is okay if you do it in the right way, Go get pizza and watch a funny movie, or go out dancing with, strobe lights. Of course, you don't want to do that. Yep, there she goes. See? That's what happens when she gets... Yeah, you're more than welcome to write it or draw or make silly stuff. Make fun, you know, have fun with this. Are you trying to eat your ear? She was trying to eat her ear. Darn you. Found me out. See? See what it says? Yeah, there you go. Either being a bully or a victim of bullying increases the risk of suicidal thoughts, and research shows that the risk is higher for girl victims and girl bullies, no matter how infrequent the bullying occurs. Girls are very sensitive. I will admit, I'm not going to deny that I have thought about it when I was younger. I never attempted, and I think it was because of the close network of friends that I had. I never really attempted it, but I have thought about it. I did go through therapy a lot, which helped. Okay, nothing wrong with therapy at all. Me and her both see a therapist, so I don't much anymore because I'm really busy and there's other ways. I figured out, because I went through therapy for so long, I figured out my triggers. I figured out how to get out of depression. I figured out, you know, all that stuff because I got the help from a therapist. You know what I'm saying? And my daughter's been through therapy since she was 8 years old. I gotta tell you, it didn't really work until she met an awesome person named Sharon. Sharon helped me with her and did not give up on her. You cannot give up on a person that is fighting suicidal thoughts. You cannot give up on a person that has depression. Be there for them. Even if you think they're a drag and they just bring your mood down, maybe you are the answer to unspoken prayers. Thank you, Melissa. That says, thank you, Sharon. Yay! I have the Stop Bullying hotline right here. It's 800-273, and I'm going to put this up here for you guys to see too. 8255. So if you know anybody that's being bullied or anything like that, give that hotline a call and they can help you out. Sorry, now all of a sudden I'm craving a popsicle. That looks like grape and I'm craving a popsicle. Let's see. Self-esteem is an issue when getting bullied or being the bully. And I'll explain this too. If you have low self-esteem, you're more likely to be to get bullied because they can like sense it. But if you also have low self-esteem, you are more likely to be the bully because you want to build yourself up and bring somebody else down. I had low self-esteem because of my disability, okay? But I gotta tell you, as I got older and I was like, who cares? I do things my own way. I'm pretty smart. I homeschool my kids. I mean, I want to take an IQ test to see if my brain got bigger since I started homeschooling. I've overcome it. There is certain times, like say I walk into a room and there's already a lot of people there, I do get nervous still. If I meet somebody new for the first time, I get nervous. I always have that fear of the way I walk, you know, having them think, oh, what's wrong with, you know. It doesn't happen as frequent as it used to. And back in high school, if I was late for first period, I wouldn't go to class. I would go in the bathroom and I would wait for second period to start so I could get to class early. I didn't want people to see the way I walked and made fun of me that way. So I would avoid confrontation with my bullies, like in every situation. Would you do the same thing if you were, you know, avoid it? I think a lot of the victims try to avoid it. They don't want to be, you know, but anyway, let's move on, shall we? That's my story. We shall. See, I'm the voice for her. This is nice. Never thought I would, hold on, I don't know if I can talk like Melissa. I got a bruise. You see that? She beat me up. Didn't we already do one on, we already did one on abuse. Domestic violence. She's abusing me. You see it? Thank you. Okay. I would suggest to build up the child as much as possible. And that is so true for a lot of things. Definitely, you know, encourage your kids. Encourage your neighbors' kids. Tell them they can do anything that through Christ. Don't laugh at me. Tell them they can do anything through Christ that gives them strength. Okay. So true for a lot of situations. Let's see. It's the unicorn powder. Oh, okay. She spelled powder wrong, by the way. Potter? She probably has Harry. Okay, so that's an inside joke. My daughter and I like to joke around that if we get a little too goofy, we say that unicorn powder makes us that way. So, and you get too much of it, you got to lay off that stuff. Get the child into something he or she enjoys, like art, music, or sports. My daughter is really into art. I know Matthew is into music. Alex likes to run and he likes bowling. So those are the things that, and DJ I think is going to be into music too. He has this little tiny guitar. It's so cute. He tries to play it all day long. If the school downplays the bullying, keep intervening and go up to the chain of command. If the teacher says, nothing's happening, go to the principal. Principal doesn't do anything, go to the superintendent. They don't do anything, get a lawyer. My mom actually had a person to help us. They were an advocate for me when a parent can't do anything about it. That really didn't work either. You want to know what? This is going to be a sad story, but what happened was I finally had enough in 11th grade, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to bring a knife to school. Guess what? Unfortunately, the bullying stopped because they finally took it serious. I don't think it should go that far. There's been too many school shootings and stuff like that, so just watch the kids at school and, at the school, they should provide clear consequences for bullying and teach students who are bystanders how to stand up for the victims. And that doesn't mean to get in a big, huge brawl and fight. Just maybe show support when a victim is getting bullied. Stand up for them and say, hey, that's enough. Leave them alone. Please watch out for the signs and help where you can. Bullying can be stopped if we as humans stick together. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what walk of life you are. I don't care what color you are. We are humans. We bleed the same. God made us in His image. We should do a story. Remember how we were talking about doing stories of the Bible? One of them should be the Tower of Babel. Babel. I always say that wrong. Babel. Because God made us different so we can have challenges. But it doesn't mean we have to keep to those challenges. We can get along. I'm so tired of the racial issues in the world, and I'm like, I don't care what color you are. I don't care where you came from. I don't care what background you have. Exactly. I totally agree. Now, I picked out a verse for today's segment. It comes from Leviticus 19:18. And it says, do not seek... Oh, yep. Okay. Do not seek... I can't read today. Okay. Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against anyone among your people. Like I said, we're all people, but love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. Yes, we all should have love for one another, show each other kindness, be there for each other, bullying, not bullying. If somebody's having a hard time, be there for them. Somebody seems depressed, find out why. Build them up, build their self-esteem. That's all you got to do for people, Melissa's here when I start feeling down. I'm here for her when she's starting to feel down. Smile. Exactly, Melissa. Yes. Smile to them, I heard just the other day that the mask mandates are going away. Yay us, right? So you can start smiling at people again, I actually had a lady the other day. Oh, gosh. I had a lady the other day that said they can see me smiling, even though I had a mask on because of my eyes. My eyes shone, I have that, and it made me feel so good to hear that they could see my smile. But give them love, give them comfort. You got anything else you want to write down or anything before we let our viewers go? I can see the wheels turning in her head. She's thinking about it. Just the mice? I don't get it. Sorry guys, I'm a little slow today. I do have mice in my house we're trying to get rid of. The wheel. Oh, the wheel. The wheel in her brain. Yes. Okay, so we'll let you go. I hope you guys enjoy this Monday's video, and we will see you again for another lovely video on Wednesday. You guys enjoy. It's going to be a fun video. Bye!